morning.
And happy Easter. My name is Rayleigh. I'm a senior at Campbell High School, and I am one of the current God's Light co-presidents. And I'm here today, and I want to thank you guys so much for waking up so early to come and worship with us. I know it was rough. It was dark outside. I don't know. I love Easter. It feels like everything just comes to life. You know what I mean? Like, despite like all the cold weather and all the rain yesterday, I just feel like, everything's blooming, Does everybody, okay, you guys awake? Come on, okay. But, I don't know, to me, Easter just marks this awakening to me. You can just feel the life like surging through the world as we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. That Jesus is alive. And that's actually what I'm here to talk to you about today, in case you didn't read the program. The word alive. What does it mean? What do we mean when we say we're alive? Oh, I know we all know what the word alive means. It means not dead, thank you. But that's not what I'm talking about. See, I think there's something special about the word alive, a deeper meaning that we give to it. For example, take a common phrase in which we use the word alive, such as, it's great to be alive. Now, even though you could replace it with a word such as living, which would mean about the same thing, it's great to be living doesn't quite have the same spark as it's great to be alive. And why is that? I feel like there's a second layer to the word alive. It means not only to live, but to live vibrantly. And if you're living, that just means you have a pulse. But if you're alive, that means you're awake, you're excited, and you're ready to take on the world. To prepare for this morning, I looked up alive in the dictionary, and by that I mean I Googled it. But I came across a definition that really just summed it up for me. It says that alive means to be continuing in existence. And I love that. The word alive is active, it's continuous. When we say that Jesus is alive, it's ongoing. I feel like so often we try to wrap up the resurrection of Jesus as if it's one single story. He died on the cross, he rose on the third day, he ascended into heaven, and we all lived happily ever after, right? But the story doesn't end there. It continues. Jesus is alive. Easter doesn't mark the end, but only the beginning. He's still up there, he loves us, and he's saving us day after day. And that's what Easter is all about, this celebration of life, a reminder that he's alive. I'd like now to present you with a verse, which just so happens to be my favorite Easter verse. This is Romans chapter 6, verses 9 through 11. For we know that since Christ was raised from the dead, he cannot die again. Death has no mastery over him. The death he died to sin once for all. But the life he lives to God. In the same way, count yourselves dead to sin, but alive to God in Jesus Christ. This passage to me is a challenge, a call to action. Like Jesus, we must be alive, not just physically, but spiritually. And what does this mean? It means active faith, constantly strengthening our ties to God, worshiping perpetually, and reaching out to others with open arms every opportunity that life presents. Being alive in our faith is not simply just accepting Jesus as our Savior, but following him, striving to be like him, and to live in a way that's pleasing to him. This means that we too must die. That is, the old us must die. As Christians, we must lay down our sin and put our old habits down in order to be reborn and to become alive in our faith. It is only through this sacrifice, through Jesus' sacrifice, that we too may be resurrected. And it's hard. I know everyone in this room has had their struggle as a Christian, whether it be a mountain or a molehill. But it is through overcoming these trials, through rising above them, that we become stronger in our walk with Christ and realize how good God truly is. This is what it means to be alive, to rise as Jesus rose and to take on his image. And I know this is all Christianity 101, but I know for me it's always nice to be reminded, especially on such a special morning. So this Easter Sunday, I challenge you all and myself to be alive, to be active, to be excited for Jesus Christ. Let's go out there and just radiate with God's love and mercy. For as Jesus told us in Luke chapter 20, verse 38, he is not the God of the dead, but of the living, for to him all are alive. Thank you.